The Russell T. Scott Post in Ava has been around since the 1980s and is home to more than 100 veterans. Tonight, a meeting was held to decide the fate of the post after getting into hot water with state leaders for breaking the rules.
I served 31 years in the military account.
Vietnam veteran Jerry Garrison has come to Post 5993 in Ava every week for more than 10 years.
We've got a few Iraqi veterans coming back, and they're suffering from PSD, and they tell us they like to talk to us.
The post commander, Dr. Larry Morrison, says the doors could be shut because they broke the organization's bylaws.
They think their bylaws gives us property rights, gives them property rights to our property. That's what we're fighting.
In 2013, Morrison says members voted to sell the property for $10 to another nonprofit, the Douglas County Veterans Association, which he's also the president and has some of the same members as the Post, to avoid the Missouri VFW from taking their property.
Then we rented it back from Douglas County Veterans to still use as VFW Post.
State Commander Chris Bell says a post must notify members, himself, and the national office before transferring property.
If a post wants to sell their property, which they can, they have to notify all their members in writing, have to be a special meeting called for the purpose of talking about selling that property.
That didn't happen, so Post 5993 was suspended 90 days by Bell.
He appoints a committee to oversee and guide this post or that post to correct the problems they have, to bring them off suspension.
Morrison believes a suspension leads to termination and then the property is sold.
We've gone from 10,500 to 6,500 in 10 years. That's 40% reduction.
Bell says that's not their intentions.
When a post decides to close down or shut down their doors or whatever, we try everything we can to help them to stay open. If it doesn't happen, they still want to close, it's up to them to sell their property.
Garrison says shutting down shop is the worst thing that could happen in an area full of veterans.
So we try to help them all we can in every direction we can, whether it's getting the medicines or just talking to them.
And I spoke with Morrison over the phone after the meeting. He says the meeting was unproductive and got out of hand right from the start. He says he was delivered a letter removing him from commander of the post. As for the future of that post, the state commander plans to get it resolved before his year is up, but closing down the post is the last thing they want to happen.
Brett Martin.